I'm at the final day of Fringe, and since I didn't really see shows today, and reviewing shows don't necessarily help because they're over, I'm going to post about a couple of artists that I met over the last few days so you can enjoy videos like that. This is Julianna Davidson Ross. She has a lot of art hanging out here, some different and really cool pieces. So, where are you from?
I'm actually from Orlando. I was born right over at ORMC when it was Orange Memorial Hospital.
Oh, cool. And how long have you been doing art?
Forever. I started doing art in, I guess, hanging it on walls for sale in 2003. So I was over 30 at the time, but I was always a working artist, so scenic artist, graphic designer, all of that good stuff. I just didn't have the guts to put my stuff out there until I was over 30.
So I've noticed that it's a lot of like stitching. So you draw this, are these pencil or ink?
So it's both. It's all of the above. So I'm actually doing one right now. So I crochet the panels and then I do the drawings, and the drawings are inspired by various things. So like A Speck of Love was inspired by a Dr. Seuss art show, the 10,000 Miles in ink, you know, with tattoo styles. Obviously girl power is girl power. You can't go wrong with girl power. And then the sacred geometry is kind of fairly new, and it's sewn in as well, with gold stitch. But I've always had an affinity for stitching things into my work, having 3D, mixed media, etc.
And what do you draw on, like, to make it easy to stitch?
I usually do a thicker paper. So this is like a watercolor paper, usually, or sometimes the acrylic paper, sometimes it's cardstock. Kind of depends on what's in my hand right at that moment. And then, like, for pen and ink, you know, it accepts the drawing a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
But I also do ones with, like, the brads and little things like, so S is for skull.
Ah, cool. Neat.
I have littles. I have 3 kids, so I actually used to do a lot more paintings that were the bigger paintings, but I ran out of time, and having littles around all the time, I can crochet and draw anytime, and so these have been a really good filler for keeping my hands busy.
Awesome, thank you. And you also are doing these pen and ink drawings to raise money. Can you tell people a little about that?
So the Feminati project is what I started working on earlier this year. Feminati is actually a project that I did art shows with 10 years ago all over Orlando, and it was artwork by women or of women. And about 8 months ago, someone donated a whole bunch of really awesome t-shirts from a project that I was on before. And I was like, well, I don't want to just give, you know, I don't know what to do with all these t-shirts. So I was like, I need to do a fundraiser. The tips for tampons and raising awareness for getting feminine products out to women who are homeless. Homeless shelters are in desperate need of feminine products. It's not something that people think about readily. A woman had come up to me on the corner of like OBT and Gore and said, I don't need any money, but do you have any tampons? And I went, oh my gosh, so here's a need. And by producing the prints, the poster prints, I can raise money to get the word out and get the tampons and products out. And it's the Facebook page is at Feminati Art Shows.
Yeah, I'll link it down below.
Yeah, so on there, I'm sharing the stories of where the products are going, and also asking other people to share what they're doing. So for me, it's taking my artwork and giving it a little bit more cause behind it. And it's been really successful so far. So.
Well, thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
I'm back at Visual Fringe. This time we are looking at Andrea Marks' art. You actually already saw 2 of her pieces because it's the ones I filmed my review in front of the other night. It's these adorable, like, line-drawn creatures. They're so This is Andrea. You can see some of her other art here. Where are you from?
I'm mostly from Florida. I grew up in the Crystal River area, but I've been in Orlando a while.
Okay. And how long have you been doing art?
I started doing it part to full-time about 1.5 years ago.
Okay. Awesome. And these are paintings. So tell me about this style here.
So this style, basically, I just kind of pick an animal, as you can see. All things are animals, maybe not recognizable animals, but the idea of an animal at least. And I just kind of go in with a regular outline and then just do little brush strokes in different colors until I am satisfied with how it looks. So I guess it's more of an impressionist style. I do a lot of commission work, but it doesn't, it's not realism per se.
And you have a lot of squirrels. Are you a fan of squirrels?
So I volunteer for Back to Nature Wildlife Refuge, and we do a lot of rehabilitation for wildlife, and we get a lot of squirrels. So a lot of us are sort of categorized as like squirrel people or bird of prey people or raccoon people. I'm definitely a squirrel person. I love raising them, love watching them get released.
Oh,
so
cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
And I basically spent today just hanging out with all of the wonderful people that I have met and trying not to be too sad about the fact that Fringe is ending, and I'm probably not going to see several of these people for at least another year. So tomorrow's back to normal life. I'll see you then.